What's good, y'all? Welcome to Conversation Piece, the open door where every third Thursday we literally open the door to the studio and sit down with members of the Indianapolis community from across the city to talk about whatever is on their hearts. If you're interested in participating, go to conversationpiecepod.com and click on the open door. My name is Patrick Armstrong. I'm the host of the show, and it is my honor and privilege to welcome the dude Ron to the show. What's going on, Ron?
Man, I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. Ron is literally from across the hall here. He owns Nate Red Clothing Company.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know exactly what we're going to talk about because I was literally like, hey, bro, what you doing? And he said nothing. And now we're here.
Exactly.
And we've been talking about wanting to do a conversation at some point. And so we're here now. Yeah. Ron, for people who do not know who you are, do you mind sharing just a little bit more about yourself?
My name is Ronald Williams, the owner of Nate Red Clothing. Here, local in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been doing this for like 11 years. I'm your neighbor. I'm the guy who chairs you stole.
Borrowed. We borrowed them.
But seriously, but yeah, man, I've been doing this for 11 years. I've been here since at the Studs building since September, and I'll be here until May 31st.
Okay. What got you into clothing?
Actually, man, just growing up and not being able to wear the coolest clothes. So I started out drawing myself in clothes.
Okay.
Anything like, when I was younger, I'm 50. So I was wearing Levi's. Well, everybody else was wearing Levi's. I wanted them. So I would draw myself in Levi's and Nikes and stuff like that.
Okay. So you were designing clothes literally for yourself.
Well, I would draw myself in Levi's.
Right.
Yeah. And so from there, it started for me drawing myself in Levi's. Yeah. And I just put like a RW. It's my initials, Ron Williams.
Okay.
I would put an RW on there.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I would do. And
Doesn't sound crazy at all.
Yeah, I stopped putting the Nike sign and I put the RW on the shoes.
I like it. Okay. I like it. So when does designing RWs lead to Nate Red? Okay, so... Or how does that become?
Okay, well... My mother, she wanted to just make me draw. I hated it. She really couldn't buy me toys. We was that poor. So what she did was taught me how to draw. And I just hated it, man. But she always, so she made me draw. So a lot of my, the reason why I do this clothing line is because of her. Nathaniel was her favorite part of my name. So that's why I went with the Nate.
Okay.
Her favorite color was red. And that's why I put the red on there.
Oh, I love it. That deeply intimate connection to your mom.
Yeah.
You don't see that in a lot of like brands of any kind, let alone fashion.
Well, she's the one who had me drawing, so I just figured out,
Yeah. When did you realize like you wanted to get into business with clothing?
Business. So I started out making, like it was for fun. And I would make like custom shirts for my coworkers.
Okay.
So, around 2017, I actually contacted a celebrity, a singer by the name of Tank. He wore the shirt, posted on his page, and it became a business then.
All right. That's what's up. Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
What is that kind of overnight, like, success, I guess? Well, I mean, did you consider like an overnight success that was like, okay, I did a thing and now it's like I have to do it even on a bigger level?
You know how you want something so bad and you think you're ready for it, and I just wasn't ready for it. I didn't have a website.
Sure.
There was a lot of people on there kind of bashing me. They're like, hold on for a second. This guy, somebody put on there. I can remember like it was yesterday. He said, has anybody else noticed that this guy doesn't even have a website? And I was just like, damn. You know, you can ask for a thing, but if you're not prepared,
sure,
you got to make sure you're prepared for the things that you ask for.
Sure,
I wasn't prepared, so it wasn't what some would thought it would be. Where I was excited because it just exposed how unprepared I was.
Okay, so what then is the next step for you to like go down the path to prepare yourself when it's like, not technically too late. It's just like, okay, now I have to do this.
I got a website then.
Yeah. Okay. I got to make this website.
Yeah. I got I didn't know anything about a website. So I got one that day. And from that point on, man, it was people from all over the world because of his following that started hitting me. And like, bro, like I said, really, I was trying to make it a business, but that guy really helped me make this a business.
Yeah, that's what's up. So before we jump into it, what was the design? What was the shirt?
And it was a cardinal. It just was a cardinal and the image of a cardinal. So the cardinal is special to me because we walked everywhere growing up, and we used to walk some, like, if you know where Hallville is.
Yep.
If you know where Hallville and we'll say past this area like 29th and Central, the Mapleton Fall Creek area, we would walk those long distances.
That's a long distance.
And so my mother, she would use like the cardinals, the bright red cardinals.
Yeah.
She would use those to distract me from the distance. So I'm complaining about walking. Everybody else in our family got a car except us.
Yeah.
And I'll be complaining about, damn, I'm tired. I didn't say damn, of course.
Sure.
I'm tired. And so my mother would, when she would see a cardinal, she was like, look at a little bird. And like me as a kid, not even noticing, man, she was distracting me from the distance.
Yeah.
And so those cardinals always been a big thing. So I used that for my logo when I first started. I made a shirt with a cardinal, and I had Paisley design inside the image. He liked it, and it matched a pair of Air Max like this. And so I just asked him, man, I said, can I send you this shirt? And he said, does some shoes come with it? I said, yeah, I'm going to buy you these shoes too to wear with. I sent him the shoe and the shirt, and there it was.
That's
and that
what's
cardinal,
up.
yeah. And that design really did a lot for me. I really should go back to that.
You're going to bring the cardinal
Yeah,
back?
I'm going to bring it back in.
Well, I wanted to ask you, like, what are you inspired by from a design perspective now? Like, what are you into? What are the things that you want to be putting out in terms of a product or a brand with Nate Red?
Right now, man, I'm trying to find that balance between casual and like that urban wear. I want people to be able to wear my clothes anywhere. Like I want a piece. I'm trying to come up with a piece that can be worn wherever you gotta go, or whether you have a meeting or you just lounging around. Like
from corporate to the club.
Yeah. And I think I just did it, but I don't know yet.
Okay.
I just posted yesterday, so we'll see what happens with that.
All right, that's what's up. What is it about? Because I feel like I'm hearing you talk about kind of like the influences of your design, talk about your mom, and I love this like first design being not just the cardinal itself and like the distraction of it, but the fact that it's so like tied to Indy, like to Naptown specifically. Yep. What does the city mean to you? Being a product of the city.
I'm born and raised.
Yeah.
If I wish I would have brought a piece over here, but I actually put Indianapolis on a lot of my pieces. Because I love the city. A lot of people that I know don't like it, but it's kind of like what you make of it.
Sure.
Like life, it's what you make. I love the city. It means a lot to me. Like actually, the city put me in that space over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a small space, and really was in a bad space for business.
Sure.
And my wife actually entered my name in some type of drawing or something like that. But she contacted 317, Startup 317.
Oh, okay.
And they actually got around to me like 2 years later. I wasn't expecting them to do anything with me because it was so long ago when she did that. I actually forgot about it. And they called me one day, the day that I decided to quit. I said, I can't do this no more. Man, I don't make a lot of money.
Sure.
And when you taking all your money and trying to put it in something that just, I had a big buzz at one time, but that's died down.
Right.
Like most things do. If you don't, capitalize off the momentum. Remember I told you I had to start all over.
Right.
And so the day I spent so much money doing this, and sometimes I feel like it's just for nothing.
Sure.
Just make the money and spend it right back, and you never see any of it. And I just, trying to buy a house with my wife, and I couldn't do it no more. So I decided to quit one day. And that was like my first break at my job. By my lunch break, they had emailed me. I thought it was, I'm like, man, this don't. Because stuff like that don't happen to me.
Right. And, that's the don't give me hope Hawkeye meme.
Yeah, because when I was praying and crying at work, I'm telling God, look, if I'm going to do this, you have to do something. I can't keep doing this.
Right.
And he did something, man. He put me over there, and things turned around real quick. I had made maybe $300 the month before, maybe $180 a month before that. And then my first month over there, it was like a $6,300 a month. From $300, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad that we did not keep the chairs over here and we gave you the chairs back.
Yeah, that's cool.
I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate that because I think something that I'm learning through doing the show and just getting more involved in the city is just what you said. The city gives back to you what you are willing to put into it and invest yourself, or what you're willing to invest into it. What do you think is, as somebody who lives and breathes and was born here and is of the city, what do you think the biggest misconception is, and what about the city itself? And then what's the misconception or thing that you are battling right now to overcome that you need people to be like, okay, get that out of your brain about what I'm doing. This is what it is.
Well, one of the things that I hate that people think you can't make it in fashion. Being from Indianapolis, Indiana, we're not known for fashion here.
Sure.
But it's a lot of stuff that we wasn't known for or aren't known for that do exist here. Somebody may say this about what you're doing. Like, sure. Who's made it from here, doing what you're doing? And I just want people to know, like, man, that if you stay at it, just don't give up. Like, I think just the universe itself is gonna assist you in your movement.
For sure.
And, it's hard.
Yeah.
Even for me today, even I'm in there, it's not a lot of traffic in here, but I still keep going every day. And, I think you'll get exactly what you put into it.
For sure.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that you've talked about and shared today, and I'm really glad that I tapped you to come in here because I feel like I've been going through similar things through like, man, I'm putting so much into this and like that what I'm seeing out of it just doesn't, it feels like it's not adding up to me. Right. And it's just like, what do I need to do? But one of those things is you just got to keep showing up and keep doing it and keep being consistent. Of course, you got to like get a break. Yeah. Of course, you need like that prayer answered, like, I'm out of here unless you fucking get me hooked up with something. And then, but sometimes, like you said, sometimes the universe is like, okay, it's your time. Yeah. It's your time now.
Man, I've prayed that same prayer before and nothing happened. And then I'll get some overtime or something that happened where I get more money. And I'm like, man, let me go back at this.
Sure.
Because it's a little bit more than just for money for me.
Right.
Because it's personal. My mother's tied to it. Everything about me, the way I grew up, not having anything, I just want to show people that grew up like me that you can accomplish. But it's hard though, bro. But I'm trying to, like, I got a nephew who's 8 years old that looks up to me.
Yeah.
And he thinks I'm rich for whatever reason. But, and I kind of like the fact that he thinks I have.
Sure.
So, because if he think I have things, he can go further.
Right.
And so I'm trying to prove to myself and a lot of people, man, that come from where I come from, where you can do anything. And that's one of the reasons why even when I want to quit, I can't.
For sure.
So I want to ask you a question, if you don't mind. How long have you been doing this?
So I've been doing podcasting for a little over 4 years. Okay. I've been doing this show almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in October. Just kidding. No. Not for very long. But yeah, so it's not like a ton of time, not the same amount of time that you've put in with Nate Red. And I do feel myself thinking about realizing like it takes building. It takes like longevity and consistency to build something that is, for me, what 2025 is about proving to people that like it's undeniable that the thing that we're making is meant to be here. It's about putting the time and effort in to do that. Right. Because if you just show up once and you get a big hit, like inevitably people are gonna be like, where's the website? Or where's this? Or where's that? Like we're just slowly rolling out merch now. Like we're just starting to get to some stuff that we probably should have had before from a strategy perspective.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like what I'm really, like it is about a living, but it's about like, I'm passionate about storytelling. I'm passionate about having a conversation with somebody like yourself. Just getting to know people and getting to know the city. And if I can keep showing up and doing that, I think it's going to pay off. But like you, I've had many a prayer where I'm like, I ain't no answer.
Yeah.
Ain't no one answering that. Ain't no one answering that bell. So I appreciate what you're sharing because it's like, I need to hear those same things. I need to be telling myself that same thing. Okay. So thank you.
No, you're welcome, man. I'm glad you, because while I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself too.
100%.
Like, and then when I hear myself say that I was going to quit, it sounds kind of weak. Only because I know that, man, I started out, I was so broke when I started doing this. I could only make one T-shirt. I went to a place called, it was a place in Broad Ripple. They made custom T-shirts, and I had maybe $40. and I used like 25 of it to make a T-shirt. My wife at the time did not understand that, but it was something that I had inside of me, and I wanted to see Nate Red on a shirt. And that shit just didn't make any sense to her because I just paid all my bills and I got $40 to last me until the next check, which is 2 weeks from today. And she was just like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't even know. I had to do it. But to think that I came from there and even selling clothes out of my trunk to, actually having a storefront where I have... I had a lot of merchandise over there. I got a lot. Just to see my inventory right now, and I remember where I can only buy one shirt, and now I have boxes and boxes of inventory,
Yeah.
Yeah, and that actually, the thought of quitting, it just sounds crazy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it does. In hindsight, it always does.
Yeah.
But I do want to before we wrap up here, I just want to say I don't think that it's weakness. I think it's actually strength because it takes a lot to be able to say and look back and contextualize it in that way because it is hard in those moments of wanting to give up and quit. I know all about that life. Trust me.
Okay.
I know what it takes, or I know what it's like to run and leave and give up when that shit is hard. Because I've had privilege to be able to do so. I know a lot of other people who have not had the privilege to do that. Okay. And it's like, I have to learn those lessons from folks like that and take inspiration from folks who sometimes there is no other choice but to do the thing.
Like
and
me.
You are doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That store right there is a testament to that. To taking $40 on one shirt to being able to do this right here, right now.
So I want to ask one more. What does success look like for you when it comes to podcasting?
Stretch got to get him on the podcast. Success for me with the show is as simple. If a guest that I'm interviewing says, that's a really great question, then that is successful to me, to the show. Now, there are monetary, fiscal, financial things that I would also consider success. But when it boils down to what I'm passionate about, why I do it, that is the win for me.
Right. Well, if I've answered a question that made you think, then you asked the right question. It
makes me feel good because there's a couple things that you said that's got me thinking. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Ron, as we wrap it up here, I appreciate you, making the time to come across the street and have this conversation.
I'm just over there vacuuming.
Very last minute. How do people follow, find, and support Nate Red and you specifically going forward?
Okay, so my website is www.natered.com. My Instagram is Nathaniel Red Clothing. And Facebook is just Nathaniel Red Clothing as well. And the address here is 1060 North Capitol Ave.
Yep.
I'm here right in the front.
Right in the front. Come in on the entrance that is next to 11th Street in Capitol. That's the closest. You'll also see the podcast studio right across the street.
And I'm here from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
All right, Monday to Saturday, 12 to 8 p.m. We'll have everything Nate and Nathaniel Red linked in the show notes as well. Ron, thank you for coming down.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, bro.
100%.
All right.
Make sure y'all check out Ron's work. Go get some Nate Red clothing. Everything Conversation Piece, go to conversationpiecePod.com. Click the open door if you want to be part of this series as well. And until next time, this has been The Open Door, and I've been Patrick Armstrong. We'll see y'all soon.